Hi there, yes, it's your boy EJ from Leeds, UK all day, coming back with Donkey Punch. And we're just about to hear from, to be quite honest, I'm getting a little bit bored of doing Fury videos, you know what I mean? But this one's a good one. I just love it. He's so entertaining, you know what I mean? You can't take that away from the guy, yeah? And this, for me, he contradicts everything. Is just listen for yourselves. I mean, this is why I'm bringing factual stuff to the table, not just my opinion now. I'm bringing facts, inside sources, not ketchup, not brown sauce. I've got inside sources in the Ruiz camp. I know that Ruiz right now is suffering from deep anxiety. He's not even been back training. He's suffering from deep mental anxiety about this rematch with AJ. Honestly, he really is. But he's on all sorts of pills, Prozac, all this kind of thing. This is what my inside sources tell me from Ruiz's camp. He's suffering from deep psychological anxiety. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Ruiz just yet. Let's talk about Fury. And let's listen to him because he's just quality, right? So here he is.
Wallin had a pair of nuts to step up. So many others didn't want to fight. Who left? Pathetic. Miller's out popped for a drug test. Dylan White's out popped for a drug test. Wilder's fighting Ortiz. Joshua's fighting Ruiz. Trevor Bryan's fighting Manuel Charles. Who the fuck else is there in this country? Around the world? Where are these? Where are they?
Right.
Otto Wallin, ranked number 4, WBA, 6'6", undefeated 20-0. Who else is there? I could have boxed some guy who's been knocked out 3 or 4 times in a row. Yeah. Well, that doesn't prove anything.
Right. That doesn't prove
do shit.
Right. So
that's why Otto Wallin, because he had a pair of nuts and he stepped up to the plate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's required.
Respect to him. Respect. Yo, my God.
So, we just heard from him there, justifying his opponent once again. Now, let's just rewind the clock back 6 months. First of all, right, this is why this particular interview for me is fascinating, yeah? Because Fury almost loses the plot a little bit. He's been getting a lot of pies thrown at him about his last opponent, Tom Schwartz, being a nobody, getting Frank Warren to pay off the WBC to make him ranked number 2 when he was ranked number 55 or something daft, yeah? Just to make it look like a better fight than it was going to be, yeah? So, you know, then this guy, Otto Wallin, comes in and Tyson Fury saying he's got big balls, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you weren't saying that when AJ had nobody to fight and you didn't want any smoke with AJ when he was in America with you. You didn't want any parts of that fight. Neither did Wilder. So look at it from AJ's point of view. He had to fight Ruiz because you ducked, Fury. You ducked. Wilder, you ducked. Oh, cock-a-doodle-doo, man. I want to fight the monster Joshua. Why do you have to put me in? Well, why does a brother always have to fight a brother? Oh, cock-a-doodle-doo. Anyway, damned if I know, damned if I do. Anyway, so, you know, and then you've got Pillow Fist. Like, come on, carrying on like this. And, you know, no one's going to get hurt. The worst, you know, look, what about when Dillian White wanted the smoke with him? Dillian White's already knocked him out in sparring. I've showed you it. Yeah, it's all over the internet. I posted it. Yeah? You're all saying, oh, that's not all you Fury lovers. You suck Fury off all the time. You're like, that's not Fury. That's not Fury. But he was using the same dialect as unconscious dialect that he did in the Wilder fight. He makes the same unconscious noises that only Fury can make. Gypsies only do that. The travellers talk about it when you go into the next place. You start murmuring a dialect that's not of this world because you're going to the next realm. He did it in the Wilder fight and he did it when Dillian White knocked him out in sparring. You heard him on the floor going, mush. But yeah, so he's justifying. And part of this, yeah, is all to blame. Yeah, I put these interview people to blame because they suck him off in every interview. Michelle Joy Phelps, all these ESPN suck-offs, yeah? Suck Fury off. Why don't you actually put the questions on the guy, yeah? Why don't you do some proper journalism? Okay, Fury, you're fighting this guy, but why did you duck the AJ fight? Why did you duck Dylan White fight before he popped? You should have been the fight, in actual fact, instead of Rivas. You should have fought Dylan White instead of Rivas. Fact. And you ducks. No, you're the biggest ducker in boxing. All you're going to do to anybody at worst, Fury, is you might land 30 more jabs around. And you'll win on points. You'll go the distance. You might land 20, 30 more jabs around, end of. You've got no power. That's why Wilder's got no problems fighting you. He doesn't see any danger. He's already put you on your ass once, put you to the next stage nearly, and you somehow got out of it. God got you up. Props to you, though, Fury, for getting up. Do you know what I mean? Props. Got up like a man and won the rest of the round. I can't take that from him. Listen, don't get this twisted, yeah? I am not a Fury hater. But what's good for the goose, in my book, is good for the gander, yeah? Am I right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. So him coming out with this BS, yeah? Just making sure I don't miss anything on these notes. Yeah, why didn't the reporter stick it on him? Why didn't you fight Wilder? I mean, why didn't you fight White? Why didn't you fight AJ? Oh yeah, I don't believe Povetkin or Pulev would have pulled out of turned down a fight with Fury. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would Povetkin or Pulev, the names that he just name dropped, yeah, pull out of a fight with Fury? Why would they do that? I don't believe that for one effing second, yeah? Not for 1 second. And he picks this Swedish gimp. Come on, man. His war, it's just embarrassing now. Are you a British fighter, man? You know what I mean? You just get turning into a Wilder 2.0, fighting bums. You're turning into a Wilder 2.0. Hughie Fury, your cousin, has got more balls than you, bruv. And he's a better boxer. He sticks it on people at least and has a go. He's fighting Povetkin. Signed with Matchroom now with Eddie Hearn. Knows what he's doing. He wants money. He's ambitious. You know, and you know what? He's got balls getting in there with Alexander Povetkin. He's a good fighter. So you don't see his cousin doing that. Doesn't want any parts of the Povetkin, but Hughie Fury's straight in there. So I don't get that. So please let me know what your comments are in the section below, because that was a very, very interesting statement, really, from Fury, I thought. I've never seen him going on like that, talking about him having the biggest balls, and he always has to big up his shit opponents that he lines up for himself to make. I'm telling you now, I can't wait for the stats after this fight, for the pay-per-view stats and for the everything. I want to know the ticket sales. I want to know everything, yeah, because I believe it will be lower than the Schwartz fight, because he had the Schwartz fight and got that off the back of the Wilder fight, yeah. So now, what's he going to get off the back of the Schwartz fight? Nothing. So he's not getting. For me, he's not progressing. Boxers should progress. It's about fighting the best, fighting the best. That's boxing. The best fighting the best. To see who's the best. Championship, big money boxing. So it's like in the 80s. So it's like in the 90s. It was sort of like that in the 2000s, and it's just gone full circle. It's more about, I want to keep the belt for as long as I can, not fight anybody dangerous, just so I can go down as a long reigning champion, earn my money and retire. And it's sad to see as a boxing fan, to be honest with you. It really is. It's sad to see. Couple of other things. Andy Ruiz claims he's back in training now. Really, he should have been back in camp 5 weeks ago, but you've seen it all over Instagram, flashing his cash, enjoying himself, and fair play. He's going to get the opportunity again to have that kind of money to blow. So in the rematch, so he's not really bothered. And one last thing I'd like to ask you all collectively, as a collective audience. I did a video the other day about. I was one of the first to report this. I reported this before it even came out on Sky. Do you think it was disrespectful for Anthony Joshua to call Lennox Lewis a clown? An ex-undisputed champion, a boxing Hall of Famer. Is Joshua right to call him a clown? In my opinion, yes. He's recently come out, Joshua, yesterday with a statement saying, I respect Mike Tyson. I have a lot of respect for everything Mike Tyson's done in his career and his life. I think that was another dig at Lewis, to be honest with you. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Was he right to really call it somebody who's proved, he's got nothing to prove, a clown? But he's made some very derogatory comments about Anthony Joshua in the last year or so in interviews, saying he's scared to come to the States and all this kind of thing. What kind of a British man, kind of an Englishman, would say that about another Englishman, unless you're Fury, who's got nothing nice to say about anybody? But let me know what you guys think. Boxing, unfortunately, isn't like football. You don't get transfer latest every day. It's one of those sports where news sort of trickles through every 2 or 3 days. You don't get it every day. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things that are drawn out. So as much as I'd love to do a daily podcast, I'd love to do all these podcasts, you know what I mean, every day. If I don't feel that there's anything to talk about or report or to any talking points or anything, any discussion or any critique, then I wouldn't do a video. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. So, you know, I'd love to do a video every day, but there's nothing. If there's nothing to talk about, why repeat myself? I'm sick of doing Fury videos, to be honest with you. But that's all that's been trickling through. I mean, you've all seen the Anthony Joshua untrolls too by now, so I don't need to report on that because I was the first guy. I was the first Don in the country to report on that story on YouTube. Fact. Everybody else after that I'd seen who do boxing podcasts all followed my suit and followed exactly what I said in my podcast as well. So, you know what I'm saying? I was the first person to report that. You all seen it. Yeah, you've all seen what he said. He said he was a lucky punch from the gods. I want some answers, guys. I want some predictions. Who wins? AJ Ruiz. Was Joshua right to call Lewis a clown? And what do you think of Tyson Fury's latest suck-off, big up comments of his next opponent? And you've been donkey punched. I'm EJ. Let's go.